coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Going Deep Show.
We just got off the phones with Hi-Ho, and I put her on the spot and I said, hey, if you have a sexual reference that you're masturbating to, what is it? And you know what she went to? Fucking micro penis. I'm like, micro penis? I'm like, what? Micro? What? The micro penis? Were you not shocked by this?
No, it's because of the oral skills.
So what I'm telling you, if I'm giving you words of advice to anybody out there in this planet, make sure that fucking tongue works. Nobody gives a fucking shit if you got a 12-inch fucking cock. If the fuck all the chick gives a shit about is your fucking tongue work, right?
So you know, like the little Gobstoppers, the little small little ball ones?
Yeah.
Just put one of those in your mouth and use your tongue to move it all over the place if you want to learn good oral skills.
Or if you got a hot enough chick, just fucking go to town on her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, just bury your face in that bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, I've had some chicks that I'm just like,
That was the crustache you were talking about.
Crustache? if you don't come out of the puss with the crustache, then you're just not giving it your all. So how's it going, dude? Do you have your studio set up and shit down where you're at?
No, I'm working on it. It's a process.
Today, I know it is. Okay, now listen, if you need some assistance and some motivation, today's Elder and I get on the mics. He and I spent 2 hours on the damn computer. I have to crowbar in. You know what I ate tonight for dinner? Fucking goddamn SpaghettiOs. Okay? What kind of fucking loser douchebag?
Did it have hot dogs cut up in it?
No, it didn't. It had the meat. It had the goddamn fucking faux meatballs in it, though. It did.
A busy motherfucker eats SpaghettiOs.
Spaghetti fucking O's.
Were they cold?
They were not cold because you want to know why they weren't cold? Because I had to reheat them the fucking 3 goddamn times.
There's nothing worse than when you get sidetracked and have to reheat shit.
Yeah. You know why I got sidetracked? Because Endo gets a hold of me. I'm having problems with my payment system through my website. There's nothing worse than being a web developer or a graphic designer or any of this bullshit, man.
Did she shut everything down and bring it back up and then fix the problems?
No, it didn't.
Because usually that's the
she sends me on a fucking wild goose chase to figure out her fucking problems. And I barely got to eat half a SpaghettiO fucking bowl. Think about how fucked and retarded that is. My mom used to make SpaghettiOs in a thermos when I was a kid in a He-Man goddamn metal fucking lunchbox, okay? When I was 8 years old, and I'm 45, 46 years old, I'm still doing this stupid shit, but I'm getting interrupted by fucking women who are in their 20s and 30s being like, can you please help me? All because I want them to suck my dick.
Well, see, at least you're not getting balls out of it.
It's fucked up, man. Don't you think? Sawyer, am I right? This is fucked up.
Yeah.
The things you will do for a woman just so they will put their lips on your fucking dick.
Yeah, it's too much, man.
It's fucking right up. You sound really good though for not having a studio set up. You do.
Well, I mean, yeah, this is my phone. I got a little bit of a studio set up. I got a mic set up and a vocal processor and all that sort of stuff. I'm waiting on the soundproofing. I'm gonna get some big ass foam panels to put up.
Okay, so tell us about your current like situation as far as like, are you in an apartment? How far away? How far out of your parents' place are you? Are you still at your parents' place? What's going on with the whole?
Well, that was a problem for a while.
Uh-huh.
But moved into an apartment. Was there for a little bit, and holy fuck, dude! I hope that place burns to the fucking ground.
Dude, you sound like me so much.
Such a shithole.
It's true. It's true.
I'm in a house now, so it's a little bit better.
It's good. It's
in
good.
the middle of nowhere.
Have you ever considering moving to the Midwest?
No. Well, I mean, I'm gonna move to the mountains, or I'm moving to Germany. Moving the fuck out of here.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. Germany has the greatest beers ever created on the human fucking earth. Yes, for goddamn sure. Now, with that in mind, I have a friend of mine who creates beers from Germany. He grew up. He was a brew master student in Germany. He's brought a brewery to the Michigan Cedar Springs Brewing Company. Just amazing beers, true to the original brewing, craft of the day from Germany. I think, Sawyer, what you need to do, okay, let's just like lay it out here. This upcoming summer, once all the fucking pandemic bullshit fucking settles down, just fucking come up here, crash here, come up and crash here, take over the fucking studio. This is not me bullshitting, okay? If you want to come up here, get the fuck away from what you got fucking going. We have a city here in Michigan. There's average of 60 bars. There's 60 bars in this town. There's only it's a 30,000 population. 30,000 people live in this city. There are over 60 to 65 bars in the area. It's insane. It is a constant drunk fest, have a good time fest here. We would not lead you down the wrong path to come here and hang out and just drink, do podcasts, fucking live. You got a spot to fucking do your shit. If you need to get the fuck out of there to figure out what's going down, you got the fucking spot to do it, man.
Oh yeah, brother. Sounds good.
You got the spot for sure. So just make sure you know that the door is open for you for that. Okay. Yeah.
Once this shit settles down.
Yeah, for sure. And seriously, you can.
No better time.
I'm recording.
In northern
I'm
Michigan.
recording all of this, so later on when you say, "Kid, you told me that this could happen." This place is open to anybody who wants to be involved with this. I mean, El Pres, you know how I am. I'm welcome to everybody. I don't care. I love everybody. Come in here, hang out, talk some shit, bring some pussy in here, throw some loads all over. I don't give a fuck. J-Beck used to do that shit all the time. There's loads all over this goddamn place. El Pres is like, oh my God, I can't breathe in here. It's fucking load. I'm breathing in load.
No, I just remember making somebody over there cream her pants.
You made a chick cream. You made a chick cream her pants in here.
Well, remember when I was giving Elena the
God, yes,
the massage.
She creamed while you gave her a massage.
Well, remember she had an orgasm. Remember?
Did you really?
Yeah. Go back and replay the episode.
Wait a sec.
Go back and replay the episode. You even asked her.
She came?
Yeah.
That means she's faking it. She was faking.
Well, go back and listen to the episode. I don't even know what episode it was, but it was.
That bitch was faking it, dude. She was faking it all the way. There's no way. There's no way the bitch was fucking really coming.
There's no way.
If I had a nickel for every time.
Whoa!
I bet you Thundercat's going like, I thought he was calling me back.
Wait a second. Did she tell you that she came?
Yeah.
God, listen, man. Here, I got Endo calling. Let's go right here. Ready? Here. Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
What are you doing?
I'm talking to Sawyer. I got El Pres in the studio. We're having all sorts of talking about Sawyer coming and staying with us. He's gonna be hanging out here. He's gonna be doing all sorts of things. El Pres was talking about he was massaging girls into orgasm. It's a whole situation we got going on here. What are you doing? Are you flicking your bean yet?
I'm getting a massage and orgasming.
Good. This is exactly what I'm talking about. See, this is a.
He just left my house.
She?
No, I said he. El Presidente.
I'll agree with you. That's fine. I got no problem with that.
All right. No, it's cool.
No, what are you doing? What do you need? I'm here for the help. I would never turn you away.
No, I'm not.
Endo, listen to me. I would never turn you away. Have I ever turned you away?
Yes.
Tell me when. What do you need?
No, I don't need nothing.
Then why'd you call? What'd you need? What's going on?
She missed
Why aren't you here? You missed me?
No.
She loves my smelly balls, dude. She loves. She does.
Some things I
She
don't
will
want to
not.
know.
She will not deny the fact that she likes my smelly balls. Endo, do you like my smelly nads?
Yes, I do. They smell good.
Here's how much I provide for her. Okay, I will take a shower now every other day.
Are you using Dr. Squatch soap?
I don't use soap whatsoever. I will scrub all of my body, and then I will leave my balls and my pubes and nads just completely nasty for her.
Shave that shit?
Sean,
No
I'll tell him
manscaping.
not to take a shower.
I haven't, dude. She seriously tells me not to take a shower. You do. She does. She does. She tells me not to take a shower. Look at it. I'm looking at her face. She looks so fucking cute right now. I totally want to just smack my dick on her forehead right now.
Okay, you're drunk.
I brought him moonshine and we haven't even opened it yet.
Moonshine. Yeah,
no.
that's what he needs. Yep.
We haven't cracked the moonshine open at all. We seriously haven't. Quiz me on how I'm drunk and how you would prove that I'm drunk. Can't do it. Sorry. My words aren't even slurring.
I was just breaking my brain.
You didn't answer my question. What were you called? You called for something, or you were calling me out to quiz me about. Say hi to Sawyer. Sawyer, you still there?
Yeah.
Yep. Sawyer's still here. Say hi to him. Say hi to Sawyer.
What's up, Sawyer?
What's happening?
You have a question for me. She's over here shaking her head. She called me for a reason. I think she's checking up on me. I think she's making sure there's not 3 bitches here blowing me. I think that's what's going down.
I wish there was.
I would only want like you and 2 other bitches to blow me. I mean, come on.
No, I wouldn't be involved.
Why not? This happened. We talked about this in show 2.
Yeah.
He gets all shy now, like, ooh.
Who,
No.
me?
No.
No.
No, we talked about this earlier. He brought the subject up, not me. Girls like to pretend that they're cool until they're not cool, and then guys calling them up about not being cool means that guys are in the wrong.
So
It's true. It's so true. Bullshit. No, girls get into relationships like, I'm a slutty, I'm fun, I'm a good time, whatever. That's fine. I don't give a shit. You can say what you want, be what you want, and whoever you are, that's who I want you to be. And then, wait a minute, the brakes are hit fucking hard. And then
When you
guess
get
what happens?
disrespected.
Guess what the fuck happens? You did 12 things I didn't like, and then I gotta tell you about them repeatedly for the next fucking 2 years. It's like, what the fuck is going on? If you're yourself and you're always the same, always being the person that you want to be, you have no problem about being with the person or around the person who's going to be themselves as well.
But you throwing beer on me is like not anyone.
Oh,
that
dude, I would drip beer down your naked body and those titties and those
No.
nipples all day.
No, you threw your beer on me.
Same thing.
That's fucking hot shit.
Same thing.
Listen, I want beer dripping down you all damn day.
Like you cut that out too.
Cut what out? We are literally live streaming on the internet right now. What am I cutting out? Tell me what I'm cutting out.
You cut out the end of the last episodes of Crowley.
Tell me what I'm cutting. First of all, for someone who doesn't listen to the program.
So I was told from a very reliable source that's across from you.
Tell me who. Tell me what part of what you don't listen to. Yeah.
From a very reliable source across from you. Wait, how would it be like that?
Who are you pointing at?
I'll let you guys get back to it. Have a good night.
Okay.
Just want you to play Jim Henson.
Puppets. Yes, I love it. Either the puppets, the puppet master with the strings go up here, or up the ass with the puppets, What? Yeah, she was seriously calling me out. I'm going to go back and have to listen to that episode and what's going on with that, just to know what the fuck's going on. Something.
Yeah, I haven't been listening to enough episodes to even know what it is or what happened. So
yeah, I don't know what she was saying there. What do you think, Sawyer? What do you think about what was said there?
What, right then?
Yeah, I was curious about that.
Truthfully, I think she wanted to have a real conversation about some shit.
She totally did. She totally wanted a real conversation about some real shit, and she forgot. She didn't know. I told her that El Pres was coming over.
I need some fucking beer. I'm dry.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I did.
Are you near to? Well, I don't think North Carolina has the dry counties like Georgia did, where they don't sell anything on Sundays.
No, well, not where I am. I think they might have it some places, but I'm good here. Might get into the Scotch in a little bit. Get into the Macallan.
Ooh, that sounds good, man. I like that shit.
Yeah, it's hard to get any beer worth of shit around here, though.
So you're on the East Coast. So do you get Yeungling?
Yeah.
We do not get Yeungling up here.
So here's the deal: when you come to visit during the summertime, or whatever it's blows over, you need to bring Yeungling.
Dude,
There's more than one Yuengling out there now too.
Dude, I'm serious. If you want to come up here and just fucking get the fuck away, dude, you're not gonna have a cold place to stay. You're not gonna have, especially if you come up in the spring. If you come up like April, May, June, July, August, September, October, you stay during those summer months. You're golden, dude. You're golden. You got no worries coming up coming up here and hanging out.
I'll come up and party at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. So I completely interrupted you earlier with you talking about getting the fuck away from the parents and stuff and getting on to the next step of life and things. So where are you currently? What's your situation as far as like, tell me, get into your, like, what's in your mind. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Right now it's, I moved out of the apartment and it was a piece of shit, and as most are. I need to send you this long manifesto that I fucking wrote them about how much of a piece of shit their place was. I was hoping maybe I could get some money out of it or they would say something about it, or just It was fucking awful. I moved into a house now, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and now it's just waiting on paychecks to come in so I can get my radio station going. Fucking around with this and that, and like trying to get some audio
music radio station or.
Yeah, it's metal radio station where it's going to be music, heavy metal 24/7, all kinds of metal, and then I'm going to do a live show every week or something.
Cool.
But yeah, I used to do that in college, fucking 7 years ago, 7 years ago now. I've been trying to get it going since then. I want to do it right. I hate to keep putting it off, but I've started it like 3 times now, and
here's the thing about doing it right or thinking you're going to do it right. Like, we have done this podcast since like 2003. We recorded the first times we recorded here on this space is in 2003, and the whole time we didn't know what the fuck we're doing. And I think that's half the fun of it is just not knowing what the hell we're doing.
Yeah.
And I think that it makes it more. It makes it. There's something that it means more to me knowing that we have come from what we did. We had no fucking clue what the hell we're doing.
When it goes right, though, that's when you have that aha moment and learn from mistakes and all that kind of shit, too. And when you build it up on your own, it even makes it even more better.
I've had friends of mine get a hold of me and say, hey, man, we see how podcasting is blowing up. We know that you're one of the pioneers of this shit. You were involved in the podcasting back in 2004, 2003, 2004. We recorded the earliest recordings we ever had here was from March, April of 2003. Okay, so that's way, way, way back. And I'm the kind of guy, and I was talking to El Pres about this. I'm not a selfish person. I'm not looking at this to make any money on. I don't care if I make a fucking penny. I've spent so much into this studio to build it the way it is. And Zelder got a hold of me today. We're testing out his new studio down there, and he's constantly just poking at me, just like, you need to make money on this. You need to make money on this. And I told him, I said, yes, if done correctly, making money on this would be awesome. But if any of my friends know me, any of my friends who are involved in this podcast know, if I made a single penny on just having a conversation with my friends, I would feel guilty about that because there's something wrong about it. There's something wrong about having my friends come over to me and hang out with me and have beers with me. And then I wake up the next day and look at my bank account and make money off of that. That's fucking wrong. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's not what it's about.
No, that is 100% what it's not about. So I told him, so I gave him the example. I said, Zeldor, let's say for the last 15 years, every time I've done this show, I've made money. Okay. And I tell my friends that. Do you think they're not going to fucking have any type of animosity towards me whatsoever? Let's say for a second I made $100 every single time they talk to me. Do you think they're not going to think for a split second, even just me saying that, you guys have immediately had a reaction to it? Okay. Let's say I made $500 every time you guys talk to me. What do you think about that?
Well, it's that catch-22. At some point, it's like, hey, that's cool. We're helping a friend out. We're doing whatever. At some point, somebody's going to be like, "Where's my cut of the pie?"
Exactly.
But also on the flip side of it, when you take something that's so done for the reasons it is, and you start profiting of it, the pressure mounts more, and the stress of how do we make this bigger because of the dollar versus how do we make it cool and fun because we're just fucking venting and having shits and giggles and doing it. You lose some of that honesty, and that goes back to bands and everything else. Once you make it a career out of it, it changes. It flips the switch. Sorry.
No, you're good, man. It's exactly what you're saying there. Here's how freaking hard hit it was to me. Even me just saying the words that I was saying, I had to circle back around and tell him I haven't made any money off of this. I had to correct myself to tell him. Even me just putting that out into the world, I saw him on my screen. I saw him on my computer, and I saw his face and his reaction to that. Even just for the split second of what I told him and said, hey, let's say for the last 10 years I made this amount of money off of my friends talking to me, and I made that aware to them. Guess what they're going to think about? You're going to think about that.
Yeah, where's my slot?
I have never.
Where's my cheddar, man? Where's my cheddar?
Exactly. Money is the root of all evil. I have not made a cent off of this entire space. I have spent every cent of any money that I have earned to build what I have built here.
Magnum condoms?
No, Magnum, the Magnum, who's been on the show. She's, she's. Have you ever met Magnum before?
No.
Oh, you may like her.
You never had me money over when there's the...
She built the studio back in 2011, about a decade ago. So, but here's what I'm saying to you. What I'm getting down to the bottom line with all this is money should not motivate you to still want to communicate and have a good time with your friends and try to be as real as you can possibly be.
Well, no,
because when you put that money in there, it fucks everything up. I know you need money to pay for server space, pay for the equipment, pay for the time, pay for all this stuff. And as soon as somebody starts reaching their hand out like, hey, where's mine? I'm gonna be like, here's where yours is. Okay.
I got more airtime. I should get more,
Who writes the show notes? Who processes the audio? Yep. All of the heavy lifting is done after the show is over. All the heavy lifting of any of the things that we've done on this podcast are done. It takes, do you know how many times I listen to every show? 3 to 4 times every show.
Mm-hmm.
Because I say all the stupid bullshit that I say on the mic, and then the next day I go on and listen to make sure it sounds okay. Then I distance myself from it. Then I go, okay, I have to make show notes, and then I listen to myself and I make the show notes. Then I process it, and then afterwards it's all done. Then in my car in the morning when I'm driving my kid to school, I hit the button to make sure it sounds good. I hear my show 4 times. This is the reason I don't listen to anybody else's podcast. I'm listening to mine fucking 4 times.
It's production. Yeah. But, I mean, do you find then live is easier? Because when you're doing it live, it's out there and you don't have to edit down and redo versus when you're doing one and put it in the can.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it frees you up if you're live versus the other.
But I still have to do the notes and all that bullshit. Yeah. What I like about doing the live show is I wish I could do the live show and just hit the button and be done and then just walk away and wait and prepare for the next one.
That's me. That's what I'm doing.
Oh yeah. And I really appreciate. I love the fact that Sawyer is doing that. Because you know what it does? He doesn't care. We all have to realize that what's in the past is in the past. You can't go back and fix it. You can only promote what you've created in the past and then push it out to the masses, and which has helped me a lot to think about that.
And you can only get better. That's the only thing you can do. You can't. You can't erase what you already. I mean, it's done.
Yeah. 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 And the other thing about that, with that in mind, is the more you do it, the more comfortable you should be with it. But even we've done the show like 1,600 times for almost 18 years. I still get nervous. I still have these emotional where I'm on the spot about what I'm saying. I still have these vulnerabilities about myself. But if I didn't have that, part of me would be very, very concerned. I would be like, do I have an emotional attachment to it? The fact of the matter is, I'm nervous about it. I want to give some people some shit that they whether it's us just talking real like we're talking right now, or whether it's you talking about your blue balls with the hot chick that whipped her titties out, that's hot, and I love that. I love it. I do. Well, I want more of that.
I just did like a happy hour conversation the other night. Got invited to, it was like a Zoom call kind of deal, and we got in some heavy shit talking because we got talking about race and the climate and the political climate and everything that happened. It's been going on with the changing of the president and everything else, and even that is kind of interesting when you're in that moment, in that kind of conversation with different people and getting that out there. And as we were talking about earlier, the conversation on this show can go in many different directions. It's not always in one direction all the time, and that's how you keep it fresh too. Can't always be talking about titties and you gotta mix it up, and that's why the different people that come in and are on here give it a different perspective. So no different than Sawyer, again, if you were to come up, hang out for a while, it gives Kid that different perspective for conversation and context, almost like a guest host. And you've done that before.
Dude, I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that about guest host thing.
Yeah.
And there's a few people that I would trust with this. Okay, there's a couple people. Mr. Crowley is one of them that I would trust being a guest host on this. Sawyer, I would trust you to be a guest host on this show, to come in here. I'm not gonna live for fucking ever. I'm the one who has this. Here's the road we're gonna head down. It's hard for me to trust somebody who, like Endo to me, my girl who's like been hanging out with me for the last couple of years. I would love to hand her over the keys of the kingdom, but you know what? I don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't, because she's been around for 2 years. I trust Sawyer way more, who's listened to us longer. He knows exactly what we want, what he wants to hear, what he has heard from our stupid shit that we say. Well, I would trust him and Crowley and anybody who is like knows the mentality of the show to continue that mentality to go further into the future.
Well, and I'm sure you can tell too. Again, there's episodes that you look back on when you look at those numbers of how many times has it been listened to, how many times has it been played, and you can see where, okay, this person was on this episode. Nobody listens to that fucking show on that episode, but another one where you have a different person in, different conversation, boom, it gets a better reaction out of it. You know, and that's always the indicator of what's going on and what direction to go into.
Right. But so you have been included into the Fallen. Okay.
Yep. I did just post a video. If you have not seen that, I think you would enjoy it.
You're not going to be on fans only, are you?
No.
Oh, good. A lot of people on TikTok, for whatever reason, reference to it.
Well, we've referenced it too. Okay, so the Fallen is, over the course of the last decade, we've always thought we needed like a VIP like area of the show. And what it is we've been under a lot of scrutiny lately about censorship.
Okay.
Donald Trump being taken off of Twitter and a lot of these social networks showing their true colors and saying, well, we don't like that, get them out of here. We don't like that, get them out of here. And it's their free will to do that. It's their own personal websites. There's nobody telling markzuckerberg.com or whatever Facebook is that he can't post whatever he wants to post. Essentially, it boils down to one human being's decision to post whatever the fuck they want to post. And you can't disagree with that. It may anger you or upset you because you've invested that amount of time into that network and stuff like that, but you can't deny the fact that he started that website. He can choose whatever to do to whatever the fuck he wants to do with it. With that in mind, we have created this, the Fallen. This is our VIP Going Deep Show Club. And what it is you can get in here right now by invite. And when you get into the Fallen, can you imagine if Twitter and Facebook just started fucking and squirted out a baby and the baby said, I like to listen to the Going Deep Show.
Right.
That's it.
You know, but I think, and I'm going to get off on a totally different tangent, if all of a sudden you had people that said, you know what, here's this website that I can go into and I could pay, and they could be the sheep's and wool's clothing, and all of a sudden the next minute, all they're doing is posting hateful or let's get together to storm the Capitol.
But you
would want to pull the plug on that.
You said one thing that was the key right there, the pay.
Well,
this website at some point, okay, I'm letting my friends in here. Sawyer being involved, Spoo from Atlanta,
right.
My friend from the Wombat, my people all over the planet who have been involved with my show. They're included in this because they have the same kind of agenda involved with it.
Right,
we want free speech. We want to say whatever the fuck we want to feel with.
And that's what I think.
Right.
You know, in defense of, you know, Zuckerberg and whatever else it is, that's the same thing. I don't know if you remember, there was a lot of hateful things going on where people getting dared or pressured into suicide and all this different shit. And people were like, oh, you need to have more control over your web space and site and everything. And that's why they're at where they're at now. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But who's going to argue with what you're showing right now, being on there? You know,
what am I showing right now?
Wonderful breastises.
Fucking titties, baby. Titties and beer, baby.
So you know, there's a difference there when it's all the good things of free speech of, you know what?
No.
One of my friends, we even got a thing. It's like Done with COVID on Facebook. It's a private group. And, you know, everybody posts up different things, memes and things that are funny as shit and things like that. And that's where people do want to be able to talk and be able to do that.
What I'm going to ask Sawyer about here is, I think what's happened in the world that we live in right now is, and I think you can agree on this, as much as I like to throw this little devil-like on everything, it's there mainly to make people make a decision. I'm either going to go down the good or the bad. You've heard this, the whole, as your kid, the little devil on the shoulder cliche, right?
As you see me do this little pop-up finger gesture.
Everybody's heard the devil on the shoulder cliche.
Back to Animal House.
But what it boils right down to is we all have to.
That Animal House?
Oh yeah, for sure. We have to make our own decisions on life and stuff like this.
Oh yeah.
And what all of these social networks have proven to me is everybody wants the easy way out. Everybody wants to not have to read something. I want to watch the video to tell me what I should think instead of like reading, analyzing, having critical thought amongst themselves.
Or when you do read something,
having a smart decision that you decide, not what somebody has told you should decide.
But some people for whatever reason, when it comes to certain things, they're reading it and they're not having enough common sense to go like, you know what, that's not really the truth. And they and because enough other people are going with it, they're going, this has to be true.
Okay, so we're watching this girl in the blue bikini. She's next to a friend of hers. Where did you find this video?
Oh, a magician never reveals this. No, to be honest, I was just like looking for bands, and I'm like, there's this one called like Abigail or some black metal band. So I'm looking it up, and I forgot to put in band. So like all these chicks come up, and I just right there's some chick next on it.
You taking off, brother?
We'll have to do this. Again.
Yeah, I'm sorry for like totally interrupting whatever you had going on.
All good.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon, brother. Good hearing from you, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Later.
shit.